Hello again. Let's continue. This time we are going to make a flower called pansy. There are pansies of different colors, but we are going to make only two kinds of pansies. One yellow and maybe one blue pansy. We need some thick wafer paper for this. And we have some cut-out petals. We are going to trace them on the wafer paper and cut them out. It's better to number each petal for your convenience. Number 1 and 2 are the upper parts of the flower. Number 3 and 4 are the side parts. And number 5 is the lowest part. Trace the petals and cut them out. After you trace the petals on the wafer paper, number them too, not to mix them up. Trace the leaves for the pansies also and cut them out. Use the thick wafer paper as well. All the parts are ready. Now we need a palette, brush number 3 and some water mixed with alcohol in the ratio 1:1. Let's start with the yellow flower. We need some yellow paint for this. Some burgundy paint. Some brown paint. And a bit of black paint. Take a tissue to dry the brush. Let's start with yellow. Remember that petals number 1 and 2 are the upper parts of the flower. This flower consists of 4 parts, but we are going to make 5 parts. The upper parts are not colored in the middle as a rule. They are monotonous, yellow. So we paint number 1 and 2 yellow. But we make yellow a bit darker at the base, in this part. We add some more brown for this. And some burgundy. So, we've made the color we need, and we can start painting from the base. Apply some paint and shade it with a clean brush. The upper part is a little more yellow, so let's take only yellow paint. Let's paint it yellow. We've colored 2 upper parts. It's better to turn them over so they couldn't curve too much and could be flatter. Now take the side parts and paint them in the same way. Use dark yellow at the base and then go to purely yellow color. While the petals for the yellow flower gets dry, we paint the other flower. We won't make a blue flower. Let's make more complicated flower, purple one with yellow parts. Let's start with the upper petals, then go to side petals and then to the lower ones. Take pink and add some blue into it to get the shade like this. Now we have the purple color that we need. To paint the pansy using a shade like this, first we paint 2 upper parts, number 1 and 2, like we did for the previous flower. We need purple color for this. To get this shade, we mix some pink and blue paint. Now we have the necessary color. Paint over the petal. We do the same thing with the second upper part of the flower. We've painted all the upper parts. Turn them over so they couldn't curve. Now work with the side parts number 3 and 4. In the beginning, we need to paint the yellow part. Take purely yellow. Do not mix it with anything. If you can't paint it by sight, you can draw the part where the yellow color is situated. And after that you can paint this part. Do the same thing with the 4th petal. We can also make the drawing on the 5th petal for our convenience, or you can paint it by sight. First we paint the yellow part. After that we use the purple shade which we used for the upper part of the flower. Mix pink and blue again. And paint the rest of the flower, the upper part and the center. Turn the petal over so it couldn't curve too much. And paint the other parts of the flower in the same way. While the petals get dry, we can paint the leaves green. We need green and brown for this. Mix green and brown. To get a colder shade, add some black into green. But I want to get a warmer shade, so I add some brown into green to get grassy green color. Now paint the leaf. Paint it on both sides. All the parts of the flower are dry, and we need to finish this flower. We need the color that we used for the second flower. Mix pink and blue again. Upper parts are without a painting. We need only the side and the lower parts. Paint this pattern. All the parts of the flowers are ready. Now we need to stick them together. We need some water. And the parts of the flower for this. First we stick two upper parts together. Then attach the side parts to them. And the last fifth part here below. Stick them together using some water. Moisten with water the places of the petals which we are going to attach to each other. Moisten one part and the other part because they got dry and took the form. If we straighten them, they can break. Moisten them with water a bit and stick together. Do the same thing with the side petals. Moisten the places which we stick together. And stick the last fifth part. The same sequence of actions with the second flower. When we were peeling the petals off the wooden surface, one part of the petal was torn off unfortunately. So when you dry the wafer paper, put it on the parchment paper, then you won't have any losses for sure. We'll cover this part with the other petal. Moisten the parts which we stick together. Then the side and the lower parts. Both flowers are ready. Now we are going to make the stem. Stick dry leaves to the stem. And after that stick the stem to the flowers. Now put the flowers aside and take some thick floral wire number 20. Divide it into two parts. One of them will be shorter and the other one is longer. Divide it into two parts with using the wire cutters. After that we need some thin wafer paper. Cut the stripes 2 centimeters wide using the scissors. Moisten the stripes with water. Stick them along the wire at once. Wet the stripes more if necessary. Wrap the wire completely. Press the wafer paper tightly. Wrap the second wire in the same way. After that, we need to paint the stems using the same color which we used for the leaves. So we mix green and a bit of brown. To get a warm green shade. Now let's put all the parts together to get one flower. We take the wire and bend down for about 1 centimeter of it. If the paper on the stem is dry, we moisten it with water. And attach the flower to the stem. If they were attached not very tightly, you can take a piece of wafer paper. It's better to take thick paper and make not very big patch. Then the flower and the stem will be fixed very well. Moisten it with water and stick it like this. Do the same thing with the second flower. Bend down for about 1 centimeter of the stem. Moisten the patch with water. And stick it. This stem is too long. We'll make it shorter because pansies have short stems. It's better to make them at different heights. Bend them a bit as you want. If you look at some real pansies, you can see that the leaves grow at the base of the stem. Not from the middle of the stem, not near the flower, but at the base of the stem. Moisten the base of the leaf with water. And attach it to the stem. Be careful, it should look beautiful. The same thing with the second leaf. This is what we've got. It will be more interesting if you make a lot of pansies. Make them beautiful and put them on the cake nicely. They will look more spectacular. The lesson on the pansies is over. Thank you for your attention. See you soon.